Hello guys, this is DJ147 and I'm choosing my frame, and I don't want solid black, so these are the frame options that the Game Boy player has. What, did you think I was using an emulator? I'm tempted to use that bubbling background, but you know what? No, I'm just gonna stick to that red and blue thing because Ruby and Sapphire, y'all! Ching chong! I'm decent. Then go right once, and then go up or down if you want to change the screen size to one of two settings, small and larger. Go right again if you want to change the control scheme, basically telling you where select L and R are. And all those other fancy stuffs. Now what does the timer do? I'm very afraid to find out. Oh, and the frame skips. Wonderful! Now, I want Cheesecake to be stronger, so I'm just gonna lead with it and then switch out, because, good question, why do I even do that? But whatever! Now eat those wormies, because wormies are delicious. I've tried them. Wormies. Delicious roast wormies, candied wormies, and simply fried wormies. I'm in heaven whenever I eat a wormy. Maybe I should make a cake out of worms. Maybe that's overdoing it. Maybe I should candy them before I serve them into a cake. Otherwise, it's just gonna be disgusting. There are other things you can do in the fight option besides attack, but not in the case of Cheesecake, because all Cheesecake can do is tackle. But Wormbowl can do a non-attacking move with fight, and that's String Shot, which basically slows down the opponent. The non-attacking moves basically do things that don't directly damage them. There are two types of damage, physical and special. Physical attacks are, and special attacks are, gonna be posted on the video itself. Oh, now I can use a non-attacking move, which is Howl. And I want to use that a lot because that increases the attack, which is good because Cheesecake cannot attack very well. So I'm just gonna buff it up. Yeah! Howl! I wonder if the neighbors can hear me. Like, what is this kid even doing? Like, why are you talking to a video? It's not even a video, it's just in the sidebar or something. I just don't understand what you do, Cedra. And I tell him, I'm Cedra147, and I'm going to murder you. Just kidding. Now get out of my house, because I don't want you here. In Gen 3 games and onward, Pokemon have different abilities. Cheesecake's is Run Away, which makes it to where it can run away from any encounter, which is good in single player, but in multiplayer it's absolutely useless. Whereas Mudkip has Torrent when... and that means whenever its hit points gets below a certain point, it will boost the power of water moves. Generally, you do not want your Mudkip to be at that low of a hit point, so it kinda sucks. So yeah, that's an ability. And abilities are one of the coolest additions. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get my own Wormy, which has Shield Dust, which blocks secondary effects if they're added to a certain move. Oh! How did that happen? That sometimes happens. The Pokemon sometimes escape from the Pokeball. Anyway, this is probably the biggest aspect of Pokemon, and I am doing so because, well, then it wouldn't be a good Pokemon LP if I didn't catch Pokemon. But it's very possible to just blaze through the entire game with just one Pokemon. Up until Gen 5, then the Pokemon are simply too high leveled and too strong to where you cannot even do that anymore. So anyway, Wurmple is a worm. Now it has 2 evolutions, which is completely random. Okay, there's another aspect that you need to consider. But as far as I'm concerned, that is just randomness. Certain thing called personality values, I don't understand them, nor do I want to, because they do not influence the game in any way, shape, or form. And I'm gonna misspell the nickname. It's supposed to be Weenie. Weenie. Oh, thank you for being in my way. We're both beginners. And this guy is gonna be like a typical noob. Okay, I'm gonna need to switch into Tarzan because Weenie already has a good amount of experience, and it's very weak from its last battle. Now, if these things could ever learn Pursuit, especially at this low level, then I would be kind of frightened, because then that would negate my whole switch out lead for stronger Pokemon so both get experience strategy. So there's that. And now I'm legitimately frightened of this Poochyena because it's gotten 2 howls up, which honestly is very frightening to any Pokemon trainer if their attack just suddenly doubles. Or goes even higher than doubles. So now Tarzan leveled up, which means it gets stronger, obviously. Now I'm gonna stay in Tarzan because Weenie's gonna be utterly raped by Tailo. Because that's typically what Talos do to Weenies. They don't just eat them, they rape them, and then they eat them. Because it's fun. Because that's what birds do. That and crap onto your car. Or your head. Whichever comes first. Reason why... Oh, I'm just going to talk about that later. These are berries. These are basically poor man's versions of good items. Like this Pecha Berry, which is basically a free antidote. Which is another item that cures poison. And if I could grow these, it would render antidotes almost irrelevant. But sadly, that's not the case. Now, I want Weenie to survive a hit because... Cheesecake is a more capable fighter. Wait. This is one of the many questionable decisions I make throughout this LP. No. I'm not gonna further your career. You are competition as far as I'm concerned, and you must be terminated quickly, Tiana. How do I know their name just by looking at them? And this is how weak Weenie is. And now attacking it with Weenie is not feasible anymore. So I'm going to switch into something a bit more competent like Tarzan. At this point, Tarzan's pretty much carrying this little wagon, or whatever that thing is. Oh, screw you, Tiana. I am brutally murdering your Pokemon instead of making them faint. Now you might be asking yourself, why are we using non-attacking moves when attacking moves are what cause you to win? Go into the Pokemon competitive event, to Pokemon competitive battling, my bad, and try winning without any supporting moves. Try it. See how quickly you lose. Now I don't know why I'm continuing to attack with Weenie, or maybe slow it down, even though Tarzan's already faster than it will ever be. So my entire party is weak! Yay! So I have to use my last potion on the only Pokemon that can do anything, Tarzan! And basically use Weenie as not Death Fodder, thank God. No, maybe I should have just used Cheesecake as Death Fodder. Because it's already at a high enough levels, but oh wells! Yes, lower my attack! You annoying cunt. So we're gonna find out what this timer does later, because I'm too afraid it might shut off the game. And it's lowering my attack when it's no longer even relevant. Thank you for leveling up, Weenie. Maybe you'll be marginally more useful. Yes, that's how I handle my competition. Now, Weenie needs to be healed fast because it only has 1 hit point. Thank you, ma'am. Now that I can see your lovely pink hair. Now I'm gonna get that item, which is basically useful. It's called a potion. Potions heal your Pokemon, as I've demonstrated many times before. But now I'm gonna progress with the plot and go to this person's house. Okay, so I came from Johto? What is Johto? I guess I was like born there, but I really am not concerned about this Johto place because it's very lame. I've seen horrible things in that lake. Oh well, maybe this old man will help me out with it. He roamed the seas and mountains, but skipped over the forests because those have annoying bugs in them, and bugs are icky. Hey, you may be a rookie trainer. You know what they do? They check what kind of gym is in the town. Oh, they go to the Pokemon Center. This is Petalburg City's gym. Yeah, I can read. Thank you, smart cookie. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. Thank you for... What is your problem, young man? Are you, like, so stoned and arrogant? I mean, that's what he is. Stoned and arrogant. Now, excuse me. I need to go over there to that guy's house because he is my friend. His name is Nick. And I want to see him. Now stop being a douche. Fine, I'll check out the gym and... Oh, hi, Dad. Yes. Well, I held help by beating up other people. Hey, look, is this someone else I can beat up? Hey, can I have a Pokemon too? Sob story, man. Don't fall for the sob story. How come you don't loan me an extra Pokemon? I mean, I'd like a Slackoth or Vigoroth even. I'd even settle for a Magikarp because Magikarps can be cool. So anyway, Wally managed to get to him with his massive sob story. And now I cannot relate to my own father anymore. Because he falls for sob stories a bit too easily. And he already ran into one of the rarest Pokemon there, which is so rare that if you can find it, I can recommend it, but otherwise, don't waste your time, because there are better Pokemon to be using your time with, like Magikarp. But if you can actually find a Ralts like this kid did, then by all means catch it. Know what the Pokemon is? A meat shield for you. Basically keeping you from being killed. Why are you being a meat shield for the Pokemon? Oh, and he only gave